Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tamara, and today I decided to make a video about how to get out of a abusive relationship immediately. This video is very hard to make, very hard to talk about. I'm in no way, shape, or form a professional. I'm not certified in this kind of in anything domestic violence related. Or I'm not certified in, giving that kind of professional help. I also deal with this in my current job that I do, and I can't really talk about that, but this is just a topic that comes up on a regular basis. Domestic violence doesn't always occur with a woman being abused. It could be a man being abused. It could be just a child being abused. But the first thing that you want to make sure that you do if you're in a domestic violence relationship is file a restraining order against the other person. Now, I know those restraining orders out there, y'all, and the reason why I decided to make this video is because I'm tired of seeing women, predominantly African American women, having to go through this. Okay, you go through filing a restraining order, and then what are you supposed to do when they come up to you holding the gun? You're supposed to throw the little paper at them. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to make this video specifically because I wanted to give some points. A lot of these points are very hard to hear. A lot of these points are going to be hard to do. But this is, in a lot of situations, it's sad to say that this is a life or death situation for you. It may be a life or death situation for you. So, you don't have to do these things. These things are just simply, to help you get out of an abusive relationship. You don't have to do every single point that I'm going to talk about today. If you see where only a couple points fit your scenario or your situation, then you can just do those points, or you do this as reference. Use this video as reference to help a friend. I just want to make this video just to be as much help as I can be. So obviously the first thing you need to do is find a way out of the relationship. Now, if you're in a domestic violence relationship, like I said, it could be the either or. It could be the woman is the abuser, it could be the man is the abuser. Either way, but you definitely need to find a way out of that relationship immediately. Okay. Now the first thing that people do is go to a relative or go to a friend. Okay, you can do that if you don't have the money to financially support yourself. If you're leaving immediately, like right then, you can do that, but definitely always make sure that you're doing something to get yourself out of that situation right now, because there may not be a tomorrow for you. If it's really bad, most of the time domestic violence is really bad. So you need to try and find a way out of that relationship right now. There are also local resources you can use. There's women's shelters. I know not a lot of people want to go to women's shelters, but there are those resources out there that can help you. There's also resources, I know here where I live, there's actual people that will help you get on your feet and help you, rent an apartment or rent a small house, just to kind of get you out of whatever situation that you're in. So check your local resources in your area to see what's available for you. And the second thing is, you guys, make sure that your friends and family know what's going on with you. Okay, don't be secretive. Number one, they already know what's going on. If you coming around and you have black eyes, or you have bruises, or you're wearing sunglasses inside. And I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm saying, they already know that you're in a relationship that you don't need to be in. But always make sure that your friends and family know that what's going on with you. That way, if something happens and they can't reach you, they know exactly who they need to look at. Don't think of it as, oh well, I don't want to get my friends and family involved, because I'm gonna tell you, if one of my friends or one of my family didn't feel comfortable coming to me with something like that, like I would really be upset, especially if it turned into something just horrific and they didn't feel comfortable coming to me. That's, I'm that kind of person. Like I will give everything I can to help you, especially, if you're my friend. So don't feel like you're being a burden If you have true friends, they will help you, and they won't, they would want to help you get out of the situation that you're in, especially if you have kids. And the third tip, you guys, is going to be a hard one to do, because these days everybody is on social media. And with that being said, no more Facebook posting, no more Instagram posting, because I'm going to tell you, anybody can make a fake Instagram or Facebook profile, okay? And if you're still posting, if you're trying to get out of your relationship and you're still posting on your Facebook, the person that's your abuser is gonna look at what you post on Facebook and be able to track you down. They're gonna look at what you post on Instagram and be able to track you down. They can make a fake profile and pretend to be, your friend, and track you that way, even if you block them on their real Facebook, or I don't know if you can block on Instagram or not, but even if you block them on Facebook, they could still make a fake profile and follow you. So even if you try and make a different profile, they could still find you. So I'm just saying, for the time being, I'm not saying it has to be forever, but just temporarily, no more Facebook posting and no more Instagram posting. This is, if it is life or death, and you do need to get out immediately, you do need to get away from that person. You don't need to let them know where you are via Facebook and via Instagram. And that goes the same for your friends and family too. If y'all are hanging out, they don't need to post pictures with you in it, because that's going to let your abuser know exactly where you are and what you're doing. And the fourth tip is protect yourself. With whether you go and take a self-defense class, whether you personally, I would go and take some kind of MMA, mixed martial arts class, or some kind of self-defense class. There are shooting ranges, where you feel like you can protect yourself. Because I'm going to tell you, if your abuser knows that you're packing, he going to think twice, or she going to think twice about messing with you. And I'm not condoning to go out and shoot anybody, okay? But you have the right to protect yourself. If you feel like they're, threatening you, you have the right to do everything you can to protect yourself. So with that being said, you can take self-defense classes. You could take anything that you want to take so that you feel personally protected. You can protect yourself, and if you have kids, you can protect your kids. So the fifth tip, you guys, would be to, if you can do this, move to another state. And I know it's a lot, but if you want to seriously get out of the relationship that you're in, moving to another state, especially if you have a job that will support your move, if you work for a big enough company to where you can go and work so in another state, that will be great. Moving to another state will definitely help you sleep better at night and be, more at peace, knowing that your abuser doesn't know where you are. Especially if you have a job that can support that move, a job that will pay for, your relocation fees, then that would definitely help. Also, make sure that there is no tracking device on your phone, guys. These days, if you have an Android, I don't know if you could do this with an iPhone too, but I'm pretty sure you can. But you can hide apps. Google it, how to find hidden apps on your phone, because an abuser can take your phone and download a tracking app and hide that app on your phone to where it doesn't even show up on your main page. So just make sure that you don't have a tracker app on your phone. Tip number 6 is, speaking of apps, there is a domestic violence app, and it's called Aspire News. Now this app looks like a regular news app. When you click help on the main page, it will open up a list of domestic violence resources that you can use in your area. So this app actually, it just looks like a regular news app. When you open up the app, it just displays all the local news and the current news. So, if there's someone that is suspicious of you having any kind of apps like that, like your abuser is suspicious of you having any apps like that, if they're going through your phone, they're not going to see that app on your phone, they're just going to see a regular news app and they're not going to think anything of it. So make sure you download that app on your phone. It's called Aspire, ASPIRE News. And the 7th tip, you guys, would be to change your phone number. And I know that these are drastic tips, you guys, but if I was in a domestic violence situation, these would be tips that I would definitely take and consider, because domestic violence, I've seen them go horribly wrong all the time. And I think that if women had the resources that they need to have, then it would be 100 times better for them, knowing that there is a way to get out of the situation that they're in. But changing your phone number is a lot. When you change your phone number, it keeps your abuser from not knowing, from not being able to contact you that way. You could tell your friends, of course, tell your family, of course, give them your new phone number, but your abuser won't have it anymore. So that's just one less way they have to contact you. And that's the whole purpose, getting them further away from being able to contact you. Moving, no Instagram, no Facebook posts, changing your phone number, and using the sources that you have, that puts further and further distance between you and them. Okay, you guys, this 8th tip is get a dog. A dog is not only now, a dog is a big responsibility, okay? Don't just get a dog and think that nothing comes with that. And that's, like I said, some of these tips are drastic, but domestic violence is a serious issue, okay? I would, if it were me, I would definitely get a dog, because not only is that dog going to not know your abuser, the dog is only going to know you. And if you have kids, the dog's going to protect you and protect your kids. The dog's going to let you know if somebody's outside, and especially if your abuser hears a dog, they're going to think twice before, they even try and enter the house. So getting a dog can definitely, or some kind of alarm system. You don't have to necessarily get a dog. Make sure you have a really, good alarm system. But getting a dog or some kind of alarm system is definitely a good move to help you stay safe. And also, you guys, the last tip is to, a lot of people don't want to do this, but guys, kids are smart. They can figure stuff out. They know what you're going through. They see stuff. Okay, I have a little 2-year-old and he picks up everything. The things that I don't think he's gonna pick up on, he surprises me, and he picks up on it. So let your kids know what's going on, because a lot of the times when I see like Amber Alerts coming through my phone, sometimes, majority of the time, it's the father, that's taking the kid, or the mother that's taking the kid, so let your kids know that, hey, if and they're gonna know, trust me, they're gonna know, if that person comes around that's not supposed to be around, you need to let me know, and you need to to stay away from this person. This person's not good. And it's sad that if they are a loved one, that you have to tell your kids that, but it's you're protecting them. So that is all the tips that I have for today, guys. Like I said, you don't have to follow any of these tips. These tips, I'm so tired of seeing women and people, and I'm just tired of seeing people in general going through domestic violence issues. I'm just saying that there are other things that you can do to protect yourself in a domestic violence situation besides just relying on a restraining order, because these days that restraining order at the end of the day is just a piece of paper. Okay, if they violate it, yes, they can get in trouble, but a lot of times if somebody is really crazy and they're really gonna hurt you, a lot of times they don't care about a restraining order. So that's why I put together these tips to help you and provide you with some kind of information. And like I said, I'm not certified. I'm not to give any of this kind of information. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not someone that's certified in dealing with this. I'm just trying to give my advice based on, if this were me, if I was going through a domestic violence relationship, and just based on, in the past, having friends that have gone through a domestic violence relationship, and if I could go back and, tell them give them these tips, I wish I could do that. But that's all for today, you guys. Be sure to leave a comment below letting me know which next video that you would like to see. And also, if you have any other tips that you can provide that maybe I didn't list in this video, please feel free to put them below, because you never know who you're helping. So thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.